Hey, what's up guys? Gus here again with RSNL Media. So today I want to talk a little bit about lighting. Now I know lighting can be a pretty daunting subject for a lot of people because it seems like there's a whole lot that goes into it and it's very expensive, and honestly that's true. But there's some pretty basic core techniques that you can use to make your videos look amazing right off the bat on a budget. Alright, let's get started. So the lights are off and now we can start building our scene from the ground up. So the first light that I'll talk about is the backlight. And currently our backlight is natural sunlight coming through the window behind me. Now a quick note, using natural light is a fantastic tool. It's free, it looks great, but it's quite unpredictable. Clouds change constantly throughout the day, the angle of the sun will change constantly throughout the day. It's very difficult to keep up with that, and that's why we use artificial lighting to light our scenes. So a backlight serves the purpose generally of creating separation from the subject and the background. A lot of times if you don't have a backlight, you really just start to blend in with the background and it doesn't really look professional. Boom, we have light again. This is because I've added my key light. So your key light generally is going to be your main light source in the scene, and it's doing most of the work. This particular light is set off a little bit to the side in front of me so I can create a highlight roll off. It's a little brighter here, a little more shadow here, and then this is getting lit by that backlight still. This creates contrast in the scene, and that contrast is giving me a more dynamic and interesting image. I'm also diffusing my key light, and that's something that I'm going to go into at the end of this video a little bit more in depth. Okay, so I've added my third and final light to this 3-point lighting setup. That's my fill light. Currently my fill light is a small light source right off frame that's filling in the shadows on this side of my face that were originally created by my key light. Essentially all this is doing is creating a nice evenly lit image. Looks great, right? So this is my key light undiffused. You can see it's a lot brighter, punchier, more contrasty. There's more defined shadows and edges. Now this isn't a bad look, it's completely okay to light like this, but you probably want to use this for a more intense scene or intense message. For most commercial applications, it's good to have a softer, more appealing image, but ultimately, that's up to you. A Fresnel adapter is a great way to manipulate a hard light source, as shown here. This adapter uses a lens to focus light with either a spot or a flood mode. This soft box here is what I use to diffuse my key light. It gives a nice, big, soft, even light source. Here, rigged on the ceiling, we can see some soft light sources in a studio setting. On a very low budget, you can use these clamp lights, which you can find at most hardware stores. They work just fine. There are lots of low-end LED lights just like this on the market right now. They don't have to be perfect as long as they get the job done. You might just suffer a little bit on light output and color accuracy. Alright, so now we're just having fun with the lighting. I've added some colored theatrical gels to my fill light and to the clamp light back there. I've added some fog into the room, so now we have like a horror movie scene, right? So it just goes to show that with a little bit of nuance and some quick changes, you can get drastically different results and honestly have a lot of fun with lighting. It's going to make a big difference in your videos, and I encourage you to experiment and have fun and get out there and start making awesome videos.